What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of CNC. This is episode number 28. We're starting today's stuff with Middlesbrough at home, 10 games into the Championship season, and we've had a bit of a rude awakening. Yeah, after what was a crazy start, we drew, I think it was 6 of our first 7 games. We had an absolute thrashing at the hands of Fulham. I don't even want to remind you of what the scoreline actually was, but a huge defeat to Fulham. And then, of course, the big bounce-back victory against Reading in the last game at the Medeski Stadium. That's just our second win in 10 to start the Championship season off. It's true, it's been a tough beginning to life in England's second tier for the Welsh side Newport County. So heading into this game, I was looking for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. We took lead early through an own goal, and then 35 minutes in, another injury. We're getting quite a lot of knocks to start the season off. Another one there as Isaac Davis hits the deck, our top scorer this season, as it's still 1-0. But I played some pretty decent football in this game. I was feeling pretty positive after the big win against Reading, just our second win of the season. Still searching for our first home win though, and we had a golden chance to get it here against the Borough. 7 minutes after the restart, the former Bluebird Ruben Colwill, our joint player of the year, makes it 2-0. And I was thinking, okay, we've got a 2-goal cushion. Do not throw this away. 14 minutes to go, the Borough half the deficit, make it 2-1, and for the final 15, it felt like 15 hours, let alone 15 minutes. It was just a training exercise. The entire 15 minutes played in our half, desperately trying to cling on to the point, and wouldn't you just know it, 2 minutes to go, Duncan Watmore finds a tiny bit of space inside our area, pops it past Price, and levels it for the Borough. I thought it was going to be back-to-back wins for the first time all season long. I thought it was going to be our first home victory in the Championship, and with 14 minutes to go, we blew it. Surrendered a 2-goal lead, Borough get the point, 2 to the final score. And also as well, if that wasn't bad enough, Isaac Davis with 4 goals in 8 has broken his toe and is out for 3 months. Yet when it rains, it pours in FIFA career mode, and right now we are experiencing the showers. Davis done until around January time, absolutely gutted. So Alan Bound, who still hasn't got a goal in the Championship, is going to come off the bench. We see that Lee Price and Tony Matthews have got their first call-ups for the Wales side. No, sorry, Matthews already had one, but Price has got his first call-up to the Wales side. I cannot wait until I'm offered the Wales job. When is it going to happen? But still, 2 to the final score there. Good, if nothing else, our back-to-back games without a loss. But even so, I was so desperate for our first home win, and I thought we were going to get it until I choked it. Still, following game, Birmingham City away at St Andrews. And to be fair, a goalless draw here, 0-0. Was not a bad result for Newport County. So a good way to bounce back, to be fair, on the back of the thrashing from Fulham. Now, don't get me wrong, we still only won 2 games in our first 12. So I'm trying to sit there and say, yeah, we're doing really well. 14 points on the board, 2 wins in 12. It's not been a great start for Newport County. However, I'm a firm believer in perspective. Are you glass half full or glass half empty? You know, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. We're above the relegation zone right now. Let's look at the positives. Anyway, following that, we had a scouting update and an academy update as well. Looking for the next Gavin Humphreys and Alan Bound as well. 3 players in the youth squad right now, and I mentioned before, these guys here, like they're certainly not bad, no doubt about it. These guys will have mid to high 70 potential, but because we now have that 5-star scout, and we should be able to pick up more players that have potential tags, I'm going to be a lot more selective with my youth scouting now. I want the very best for both club and country as well. Still, for the third game of today's episode, I was so excited for this one. Brentford away at the Community Stadium on the back of no defeats in our last 3 games, heading into this one hoping we could keep a little undefeated run going here away in West London. I didn't see Ivan Toney in their lineup. I didn't see Roberto Gutierrez in the lineup, so I was thinking, okay, alright, maybe defensively in this game we could get back-to-back clean sheets. Well, 10 minutes in, the Bees had their first chance and they scored as well. There was no Toney, there was no Gutierrez, but I forgot about this man. Ryan Mbuemo smacks it in and makes it 1-0 just 11 minutes in. He's still there and he's still as good as ever. Brentford taking the very early lead. We are 1-0 down. Worst possible start. But chance to get back in the game though. 11 minutes before the break here. Bound releases Ravi Matondo down the right hand side, and we've seen it so early on into his Newport County career. This guy has got electrifying pace. He's the quickest player in the team with 93 for acceleration and sprint speed as well. And once he gets going, forget about it. You ain't going to catch him up. Matondo goes through, and as we've seen as well, he's got an end product as well. well. Great finish there. Not for the first time. Brentford 1, Newport County 1. So Matondo with the leveller, and a chance to get us in front with 17 minutes to go as well. Golden opportunity for the former Schalke winger. Just couldn't take it. Fired it wide, still 1-1. And with 15 minutes to go, Brentford going to get back in front here. And Buemo finds Vitali Janelt, rolls it through. Quick little ball off towards Frank Onyeka. The Nigerian plays it through, and De Boer smacks it in at the near post and makes it Brentford 2, Newport County 1. And missed opportunities or what, man? Seriously, I was so excited for the game. Could have won it later on through Matondo. The very next attack goes on the other end, and it comes to Brentford, and they take it as well. In the Championship, you've got to take your chances, no doubt about it. Should have taken it there, could have won it. Big win away at Brentford, instead lost it 2-1. So following game, Nottingham Forest back at Rodney Parade, still searching for our first home win of the season. Well, talk about your worst possible start. 25 minutes in, the John goes to ground, gets none of the ball but a lot of the man. Definite penalty, no complaints whatsoever, and Swiderski sends Price the wrong way and makes it 1-0. Yep, pretty shocking defending, and that kind of sums up my defence in FIFA this year. Like, I am like Bambi on ice with my back line, and it's the reason why I don't put a tackle in oftentimes. I mentioned before, sometimes I see some comments of people saying, why don't you put a tackle in when the ball is just getting played around your area and you're just watching it happen? That's one of the reasons why, because the AI are just so good with their ball control. Their passing is just so quick and incisive. You mistime it, it's a penalty, as simple as that. So 1-0, Forest in front, but not for long. Sam Pearson gets his first goal of the season and makes it 1-1. And I mentioned before, whilst defending is my Achilles heel in this year's FIFA, I can score a lot of goals. So Newport County 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Pearson's first of the year gets us back on level terms, and in 5 minutes after the restart, a chance to get in front for the first time in the game, and would do so as well. Ben Davis rolls it through, Sam bags his brace, and I was thinking, okay, alright, against the Borough, I bottled it. We were 2-0 up, and we drew it 2-2 late on. Don't let this first home win of the season slip through your fingers again. With just a few minutes later, leading by 1, Forest looking for their leveller, Ageria with a brilliant little flick, and Swiderski bags his brace. That was a brilliant assist. Talk about sending the man the wrong way there. I got completely bamboozled. What a back heel, what an assist. It's 2-2. In his stoppage time, I thought, okay, alright, we're not going to get the win. The search for the first home win goes on, but at least see out the point. It's 2-2. Final chance not in the Forest. Ageria to João Carvalho. Brennan Johnson offloads to Lewis Graben. And Lewis Graben, 2 minutes into stoppage time, gets the game winner. And Forest come from behind to win it at Rodney Parade. We are cursed in South Wales. The wait for our first home win goes on. Newport County 2, Nottingham Forest 3. And just like against the Borough, we see a late goal conceded, and we throw away not all 3 points, not just a point, but all 3 in the end. 3-2 the final score, and I was seething at this point, man. Honestly, late goals everywhere right now in a 3-2 5-goal thriller where we get nothing. So another defeat, back-to-back losses, and at this point I was just thinking that home win at Rodney Parade isn't going to happen all season long. We just can't get our first victory in South Wales this year, but this was a golden chance to maybe get it. Peterborough United, the lads from London Road, coming to South Wales right now, having a tough start to the Championship just like us, and 27 minutes in, we took the lead. Ravi Rotondo storming down the right. We know he's got the pace and a good end product as well. This time not finishing, but creating. Rolls it across, and there's Alan Bound. First goal in the Championship for Bound. 1-0 Newport County. We have the lead, and 12 minutes after the restart, yes, get in, Ravi Matondo, sent through 1-on-1. We talk about the pace. When he's in behind the back line, forget about it. And just like I alluded to a moment ago there, he's got end products. He can finish and create in those opportunities. 2-0 Newport County. We lead the Posh, and I was thinking, surely not again. Surely not again. 67 minutes in, Marriott offloads, and the Posh half the deficit and make it 2-1, and I just couldn't take another game where we throw it away. And thankfully, after playing lockdown defense in the final 20 minutes, we hold on for the 3 points, and there it is. It is over. Newport County have got their first home win of the season. 2 wins away, obviously at the Medeski Stadium, and then at also Kenilworth Road against Luton Town. Finally, we've been waiting for it, and there it is. First home win of the season. It comes against the Posh. 2 on the final score. But oh man, those final 20 minutes, they just took forever to get through, man. I just could not afford to throw it away again. And thankfully we did hold on for the big pressure relieving, should be said, after a tough start this season victory at Rodney Parade. Still following out, Real Sociedad B putting a bid for Lewis Webb. As we know, he's now our 3rd choice goalkeeper. And behind the scenes, he has submitted a transfer request due to a dispute over his current salary. And because he's now become 3rd choice, I'm okay selling him. You know, obviously Price shows great potential. He's our starting goalkeeper. He's off to a great start, already called up by Wales. You know, we've got the young lad that we signed on a free transfer in the summer as well. Same overall. So I'm okay letting Webb go and trusting the youth goalkeepers. So that's okay with me, that fee there. A little bit of money to come in January. But still, final game of today's episode, Blackburn Rovers away, Ewood Park. Great start to the season for them at Ewood Park. But Hayes again, despite falling behind, I got to say, we've got a new hero here at Newport County. Gavin Humphreys is the future of Wales, no doubt about it, but you can't forget about this guy. What a signing. He's been 4 goals in 8 games for Rabbi Matondo. This guy has got speed and pace for days, but the end product is what's impressing me the most, man. He's finishing these chances as he levels it for us. So Newport County equalised, but 4 minutes before the break, the Rose were back in front. Great striking at the near post there, and Blackburn finding a goal to get back in front. But we're a resilient team, there's no doubt about it. We need to be after the tough start we've had this season. And when this guy gets the chance and when this guy gets the space, you trust he's going to finish as well. 14 minutes after the restart, once again down, but not out. Rabbi Matondo, for the 2nd time in the game, levels it and makes it 2-2. This guy is the real deal, and I'm so pleased we got him from Schalke for 6 million in the summer. A lot of money, but don't get me wrong, worth every single penny. However, despite Matondo's heroics, I just could not stop Blackburn Rovers. 14 minutes to go, they're back in front. Shot cannon into the top corner as it's 3-2. But I thought, you know what, we battled back from a goal down 2 separate times. Let's do it again. 3 minutes to go. Again, it's Matondo cutting it back and bound, Alan Bound gets his 2nd goal of the season. Isaac Davis down with a broken toe, but now this is Bound's time to shine as he makes it 3-3, and we battle back again. Out of a minute of normal time to go, desperately trying to cling on to a huge point at Ewood Park. Connolly offloads to Butterworth, and the Rovers win it in stoppage time. I cannot believe it. Late goals everywhere, and again, just like against Nottingham Forest, we lose the game in stoppage time. A 7-goal thriller. We battled back from a goal down on 3 separate occasions, but it still wasn't enough. Ultimate difficulty is the real deal, man. It is as challenging as I've ever played it on FIFA. It's incredible. Blackburn win it late on, 4-3 the final score. We can't get back-to-back wins, and we drop down to 19th in the table. 17 points on the board, only 3 points above the drop zone. This is going to be a long, grueling season. That will take us to the Common Country, guys. Big thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.